Hi, my name is Jim. We're doing another video. This one is about boondocking in the Deschutes National Forest, which is a national forest in Oregon, towards the western part of Oregon. It is in the Cascades. Around here is the Cascade Mountain Range. Behind me is the South Sister Mountain, and all this area around here was pretty much carved out by volcanic activity X million years ago. You can see where these rocks have bubbled. The reason this is a dispersed site and good enough for a 20-foot travel trailer. We're dispersed camping with a 1999 Nash 20-foot travel trailer, and the Northwood Manufacturing Company did make a solid travel trailer. As far as I could tell, everything continues to work properly. There's a minor leak, never mind. There's really little traffic, and what traffic there is, they go slow, they're polite, they drive Subarus, Priuses. We get all kinds of weird looks like, well, I can't believe, what are you doing camping out here? Because there's there's about 3 campgrounds out here, official campgrounds, where you can come and pull in a slot, and they're all federal, because we're in a national forest, and they're all reserved. Every spot, because we rode our bikes around. If we had come out here wanting to camp at one of those campgrounds without reservations, they're all full. And I got the idea from looking at the trailers in the campground and the brand new SUVs that were pulling them, cute little Rockwoods and pop-ups, and Gulfstream being towed by a Ford Econoline van. I saw a Jeep Cherokee pulling a 45-foot travel trailer, but didn't say anything. I did notice the campgrounds were full. You need to make reservations. They were, despite being public, they looked kind of ritzy. It looks like the kind of place where you need to, I'm not the kind of person who makes reservations for campgrounds, and I'm just not that type of person. So we found this awesome boondocking site, which is known as dispersed camping, on Forest Service land. Cutting to the chase, you can see behind me, this site's been logged a little bit, and I was on Google. I got an idea we were going to come out to Lake Hosmer, and that we wanted to boondock and not stay at the campground, because at the campground there's barking dogs. We saw people with generators. It's not hot. We're up here at 5,000 feet in the high desert. Okay, it's a pretty hot day, but nobody needs their air conditioner. Nobody needs their goddamn generator. Okay, to camp out for 2 or 3 days at some campground. Anyway, there's generators at the campgrounds, there's screaming kids, there's barking dogs, and there's, just people around. And here, so we have this beautiful site. The only thing that every once in a while a car goes by and people give us a look like, what the hell are you doing out here, not in an official campground? These people must all be the kind of people who live in gated communities and go, you know what, I should stop. This is one of the most for a federal forest area. This is a very posh. It's a very posh set of people coming and going. I mean, these people have boats that look like they cost more than my truck. Easily. There was a generator that easily cost more. There was a generator at that campground that cost more than our truck. Now that said, we got a 2004 Chevy Silverado that you know, got on Craigslist, got the camper on Craigslist because RV dealerships are the RV are scam. RV salesmen are basically 90% of them are maybe there's some good ones, but man, I think the RV industry is a scam, and I don't know how RV salesmen sleep at night. I talked to an older gentleman at a dump site who was telling me about how he got ripped off by some RV dealer in Florence, Oregon, and oh man, the story he was telling, it made me. I didn't even know the guy, but I wanted to go, and I wanted to go and like to this RV dealership and like wring some throats on behalf of this poor gentleman who was scammed. They're basically committing elder abuse, most of these RV dealerships, because they're selling to retired people who have plenty of money, and they're telling them whatever they want to hear, and as I got sidetracked, the way I found this site was quickly just got on Google Earth while I had an internet connection, and I saw that there had I saw this site basically, and I zoomed in to where I could even look at a picture of it, and it looked doable. And then my wife, she's got the maps from the what? God. then my, but you get the maps from the Forest Service that tell you where you're allowed on which roads, and they're very specific and detailed. You can download them and look at them on your iPad or Nexus or on your computer or whatever, and they'll tell you on which forest roads you're allowed to dispersed camp. And that's all the legal term for boondocking. Dispersed camping is anything from throwing up a tent to, you know, towing a 50-foot travel trailer with your Grand Cherokee, which is apparently something that people do. Saw a Cadillac Escalade out here. It's the first time so by using Google Earth and looking at the imagery from the sky, note what looked like this area might be doable for a travel trailer was because it had been recently logged. This you can see behind me. There's this kind of a bunch of kind of the ugly scrap that's been left over from what the logging company that came here and logged on the public lands. I know that I didn't see any money from it, but they came and they took trees away from a national forest. Then that company profited, and those people made a lot of money off of trees that came from our national forest. That's fine. Look, they didn't take them all. It's still a beautiful place, and they made some level areas for dispersed camping, boondocking. I don't see anybody up here boondocking like we are. It's like people don't really kind of know about it. The people that come up here seem to be these people who have kayaks, and they go on this Hosmer. This is near Hosmer Lake. Hosmer Lake is a natural lake in the up here in the mountains. It is 3,000 feet deep, and people bring their boats up and they boat along the lake. That seems to be a really popular thing to do, and most people who do it seem to be really I don't know, it's like almost like a day use area. It's like diamond in the rough, so to speak. This location, there were not a lot of dispersed, there are not a lot of places you could just put a travel trailer along this, in this area at all, so that's the video.